everyone seems to be all up in arm, and I think that people just focus too much on controversy. And I'm like, did people omit the fact that we had a great night of boxing on ESPN?
Yeah, great. Absolutely. I thought it was a very close fight.
Yeah, I had it
either way.
I scored it live on Twitter, round by round. And as the fight went on, my end score was 7-5 for Horn. And everyone thought I was insane. And then when they did the scores, it came out to be just 115, 113, 7-5, just like I called it. So I don't understand this controversy. I understand that Manny Pacquiao is so big of a figure, and in people's imagination, because they didn't know who Joe Horn was, they just built in their imagination that, this fight is, he should win this fight easy. And I think Manny underestimated this guy. I really think they did.
I agree. They had no game plan for the fight. Nobody ever watched the kid fight. They never watched the film. I mean, it's insane. I kept telling him that I had seen the kid fight in New Zealand against this African kid, Kaneka, in October. And I said, he's a big, strong welterweight. You got to watch out. This kid got a huge heart, a good chin, and he comes forward. He said, you're full of shit, trying to sell the fight. They wouldn't listen to me.
Wow, and that's unusual. Freddie normally is smarter than that. Freddie, you would think he would say, let me see what's going on with this guy.
They were so overconfident.
Yeah.
They were arguing with themselves whether they would knock the kid out the third round or the fourth.
Oh,
that was
wow.
the talk.
Yeah, and I mean, Manny looked surprised. And I think in the third round, he got surprised to get with a shot from this guy. And I'm like, wow. And then the headbutts, that happens in the sport. But, I mean, Manny is still Manny, but I think he was surprised a little bit by this guy. And he had to dig down deep, and I just think they didn't have a plan.
Yeah, and he did in the ninth round. He beat the shit out of Horn in the ninth round. But then he had nothing left.
Yeah, and that was the truth.
There was no more. I mean, I figured after the ninth round it would be an easy fight. He'd just go in and continue doing what he was doing, and the referee would stop the fight in the 10th or 11th round.
He had no more gas.
He had no more gas.
So, Manny, I don't, when he gets here, he says one thing, then when he gets home, he starts saying another thing, and I don't know if that's even Manny talking. When now
that is the point. These writers, they had some guy who they said was a media guy from Man. A guy I never even heard of, and I know all of those people. Didn't know who he was, never heard of him. That I was cold to Manny. What the fuck is he talking about? He just made up some shit.
Right, and I mean, it's like this mystery story now. Like, there was a collusion, and it's a big conspiracy to rob Manny. I'm like, what is going on here? It's bizarre, because I'm like, I just watched the fight. The guy lost the fight. I mean, he lost. Some fights he won. But this fight, this guy Joe Horn actually won. So,
yep.
And I understand Teddy's gonna be Teddy. I understand Teddy's gonna be Teddy. And Stephen A. Smith, I understand. These guys don't really know boxing that well. So, like, Teddy, he's very theatrical.
Bradley was right.
Yeah, Bradley was right, and they were crucifying him for being right.
Yeah, right.
He was, out of all those guys there, he was the only guy that's been in the ring. So, he knows what he's looking at, and they're trying to tell him, what are you looking at? And I'm like, this is the guy that's been in the ring. He's been in the ring with one of the guys. So, he can tell you if this guy's winning or losing or the style of the fight. He's trying to tell him, look, this fight's a lot closer than what you guys are talking about right now.
Right.
we understand how, Teddy is, he lives in a fantasy world where he's the star, and he thought the show was a lot about him instead of, that's what I said. I thought he was watching like a lot of Mickey Goldstein lines from Rocky or something, and he was just in his own world. I'm like, Teddy's in his own world right now. But Bradley did a good job, I thought, of broadcasting the fight and breaking it down. As far as this rigondeaux situation with Lomachenko, where do we go with that, or is that just totally forgotten about now? Because they for me, I think his promotional team don't want the fight. I just don't think they want it.
That is absolutely correct. They all know my phone number. You know my phone number. They know my phone number. They know the office number. Have I gotten one call from them? If they want to fight, why don't they call me?
Yep. That's what I said. I think they just do this to keep his name out there, and they're kind of happy just having him fight in little local arenas in Miami somewhere, and that's it. I'm like, look, this has been going on since he was signed with you guys. You guys tried to make him fights, and people don't realize that there's other promotional company that has to sign off on this. People just think like, look, HBO had to kick the money in, or they're not going to keep paying to see a boring fight. I can't make HBO give me the money. And people just don't understand that. They think, well, Arum's holding him back. I'm like, why would he do that? What sense would it make for Bob Arum to hold back Guillermo Rigondeaux? He's not bringing him any money. Do you realize? So that's why I like when we sit down.
On the Rigondeaux thing, I mean, it would make an interesting fight. 2 gold medals each guy has. So that'd be okay.
Yeah.
Rigondeaux Rigondeaux would not want a fight with Lomachenko. One thing about Rigondeaux is he understands boxing. He doesn't understand the promotion and sale of boxing, but he understands boxing. And he knows that Lomachenko would tear him apart.
Oh, man. That would be a good fight. I mean, I think it would. I think Lomachenko, his style would prevent, and he knows it too. He knows how good Lomo is. That's why he said, like, man, that would be a good fight. But mentally, he had something in his head about not wanting to get in there because he wanted to do it at a lower weight. He wanted to make sure everything is perfect. Normally, when a fighter talks like that, they have doubt. They have doubt in their mind, could they beat that guy? They want everything. I need the right gloves. I need the right trunks. I need the right socks. And when they start talking in that type of tone and manner, they're really concerned about not coming out victorious.
Well, if they were even remotely interested in that fight, that they would at least call me. They would call me and maybe say, fuck you, but they would call me.
At least get the phone call in. So,
right.
That's what's important. Now, what's this deal with ESPN and Top Rank? Now, Top Rank also, you guys have an app coming out too, right?
I'm not going to talk about it.
Okay.
There will be an announcement made, but it will be made by ESPN.
Okay.
I'm a big promotion company, Top Rank, but we know who the boss is.
Hey, no problem.
And the boss will make the announcement.
All right. Now, this other thing about the deal, is this in partnership with HBO? Is all the Top Rank fighters now going to be on ESPN exclusively?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So now we get to see Terrence Crawford unify all the belts, and I've never seen all the belts unified in this division at all. At light, we've never seen this. Undongo, and that's a tough fight. Undongo can crack. So this is another fight that's going to go down to the wire. And this is what people don't understand, is that this is the best fighting the best. Just because you don't know they're the best, this is the stage to show it to you. Not back in the days. This is why we didn't see this many unifications. People would take the money fight rather than the fight that should have taken place, and that was to see who was the best fighter. And Terrence Crawford, this is like the second, third time he's doing it.
Yeah, well, Terrence Crawford, we're very proud of. He's a hell of a fighter, and he is one of the stars in this new ESPN world.
Now, will we ever get a Manny Pacquiao-Terrence Crawford fight, or is that something you don't know if it's even in the cards?
Well, we're not going to do a Manny Pacquiao-Terrence Crawford fight unless he wins a rematch with Horn, right?
Oh, okay. So,
because who's going to consider a Manny Pacquiao?
Yeah, because I was wondering, were they going to go forward with the rematch with Horn?
Well, that's up to Manny. You know, there is a rematch clause in the contract, but it depends on Manny exercising the rematch clause.
Right. And will it be in Australia again? Because it looked like it was a great fight card out there. The people really came out to support the fight.
Every state in Australia, this was in Queensland or Brisbane.
Okay.
Every state is fighting for to be the home of this fight.
Oh, wow.
The state that Melbourne is in, the state that Sydney is in, they all want to do this next fight.
Well, all right. Is there anything new you guys got coming up that you want to discuss?
Well, we got Loma fighting August 5 on ESPN. And a great show. And you're going to see something you've never seen before. You have 8 fights on the show.
Wow.
They're all going to be televised on a different ESPN platform.
Oh, okay. So that's how they're going to do it?
You'll see the third and fourth best fight on the show going on ESPN2 before they go to ESPN1 for the main event and the co-main event.
But we will get to see all the fights.
You'll see all 8 fights.
All right. And that's what's going on, man. And thanks a lot for coming over here and talking to us.
Okay, good talking to you.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Right.
Bye-bye. And that is Bob Arum, President, CEO of Top Rank Promotions. So this clears up all the controversy, the rigondeaux, the Manny Pacquiao stuff. Like I told you, I'm still in the loop. We talk about this, but we talk differently. It's like shooting the breeze. We get it all out the system. Now tonight, you're watching this because I told everybody I was going to wait to put this video up. I was going to do it on Rope-A-Dope Radio. So on Rope-A-Dope Radio, you'll be able to hear me discuss some of this interview. And you're here tonight because of the Rope-A-Dope Radio show that's on Wednesday nights. And next Wednesday, make sure every Wednesday night, 8 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. Eastern, and Western, Pacific, what is it, 6 o'clock p.m. Central? Pacific. There you go. So, that's the show. Any questions? Leave it in the comment section. I'm out.